In this video, I'll be sharing with you a simple tutorial on how to make this stylish halter neck princess dart corset bustier backless blouse. And this dress is from Akande Bodkins on Instagram. If this is something you like, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. So to start, here is my pattern paper and I've gone ahead to mark out my basic measurement. Here's my starting line and I left few inches above my shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waistline, and I added 5 inches for my blouse length. The total length of my blouse is 22 inches. Go ahead to measure the length of your blouse, right? So the next step I'll take is to mark my shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 14 divided by 2 will give me 7, and I'll come down by 1 inch. I'll mark a basic neckline of 3 inches, then connect from this 1 inch or 1 inch shoulder slope to the neckline. Next step is to find your chest line, which is your bust round measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Now I got 7 inches after marking and I made a mark there, which I'll draw out a straight line. Now after I'm done marking at this point, that measurement I have at the shoulder, I'll mark it at the chest line. I'll place my ruler and connect this all the way up. After connecting, I'm going to place my tape again and I'll fold it into 2 equal parts this way. What I'll do next is to mark the midpoint. So after marking that, I'm going to come out by ½ inch. I'll place my tape and I'll mark my bust round measurement divided by 4. My bust is 33.5 divided by 4 I'll mark. Now you want to connect from the shoulder to the midpoint of your pattern this way. Now after connecting that, connect from the midpoint all the way to the bust round measurement divided by 4. So after I'm done marking this at this point, the next step is to mark my basic neckline of 3 inches, which I'll connect. I'm just using this as a guide for my pattern. Next step I'll take is to mark my dart. And to mark your dart, mark your nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2, which will give me 3.5, and I'll mark this all the way to my blouse length. After I'm done marking, from the midpoint of my armhole, I'm going to place my ruler and I'm going to connect this to that point. Now this is what I have. I'll go ahead to take a dart intake of ½ inch on both sides of the initial dart I have at the armhole. Now after marking that, I'm just going to blend this into the dart, right? Then after blending on this side, I will also go ahead to repeat the same process on the other side. Now after I'm done blending, this ½ inch on both sides of the dart will give you 1 inch. Take it out. After connecting, you want to blend what you have into the armhole of the dress this way. Now after you're done blending out, I'm going to take my dart. Mark ½ inch here and 1.5 inches here. Now if your bust is fuller, you should consider using 1 inch here and then 2 inches on the other side. That is if your bust is from 36 and above, right? So after you're done doing that, I'm going to place my ruler and I'm going to connect this, that is the dart I have at this point, all the way to the lower part. After connecting to this point, the next step I'll take is to connect from the bust to the under bust. I'll also use my marker to outline my pattern and also outline the dart towards the armhole. This is to make this pattern visible for you to see. Next is to connect from the bust all the way to the under bust. Now you're going to repeat the same thing at the other side of your pattern this way. Now this is what I have for my pattern. Insert my measurement, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Then pick that dart I have towards the armhole and just add ½ inch for my sewing allowance. Then I'll mark my under bust measurement divided by 4. Pick this dart intake, place it by the side, then just add ½ inch for my sewing allowance. My waist measurement is 28 inches divided by 4, which will give me 7 inches. My under bust and waist is the same measurement. I'll pick this dart intake, replace it here and add ½ inch to my pattern. Now after I'm done marking this, I'll also go ahead to mark my hip circumference divided by 4. Measure the dart intake I took out here, replace it by the side and also add my sewing allowance. Now you want to place your ruler, connect from the bust to the under bust, connect to the waistline, and also connect from the waistline all the way towards the hip point of your pattern. So after I'm done connecting at this point, this is what I have. I'll go ahead to outline my pattern. Now let's mark our bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5 inches. Now take 15.5 out of 17, you will have 1.5. This is how I got my bust dart, and I'll go ahead to mark this out. Now after I'm done marking at this point, let's work on the neckline. Decide how deep you want your neckline to be. I'll just come up by 1/2 inch from my bust line, right? Then I'm going to extend this all the way to the neckline of this pattern. And after connecting, this is what I have. Now you can decide where you want your neckline to be, whether deep or not. But from what we have on the thumbnail is a bit deep. Now I'll outline that part, then I'll measure about 1.5 inches here. From this 1.5 inches here, I'll blend out the darts that I have at this point. Then from here, I'll go ahead to blend this out into the armhole this way. The reason why I'm blending this in, this is so that by the time I join it, it's going to match up. To decide the length for the neckline at the back, I'll mark out a basic measurement of 3 inches by 1.5. Now, I'm doing like a very faint curve so that I will not have pencil mark on my pattern. Now, that's your neckline now. Go ahead to measure it. Whatever you get, place it and you're going to mark. So what I have after measuring the round measurement is 3.5 inches. Now I'll also measure 3.5 inches from the other side and make sure I have 1.5 there for the width. Then connect. Now I'll place my ruler, connect this way, right? Whether it's slopey, it is still okay, right? Since you have 3.5 inches from both border lines. Now this is what I have for the neckline of this pattern. Now if you're putting on this dress at the neckline here, after joining you might have gaping. So what I'll do here is to introduce a 2 inches dart right at this bust point, especially if you're busty. For someone that doesn't have much bust, you might not experience that. So I'll just mark 0.25 on both sides of this pattern paper, and I will still replace it, but where I'll replace it will be at the upper part, right? So what I'll now do now is to go ahead to blend this up. I'll go ahead to blend it up this way. Now when you blend it up, you notice that your pattern will not meet. You now have to go ahead to use your pencil or marker, whatever you're using to draft out, to blend it in. Now after I'm done blending out, this is what you have. It shouldn't affect the armhole side. The dart should not extend all the way to the armhole. Now this is what I have after marking out. Now let's go ahead to replace that 0.5 inches. I'll mark it here, then slant into this other part. See how I slanted it? I did not take it to the end. Now this is what I have here. Here's my center front and here is my side front. Now after I'm done marking this, now we are going to work on the lower part of this pattern, but before doing that, I'll use a pin to hold down this dart intake that I blended out. You can go ahead to use your tape to sellotape it. Just blend it out that way. From the lower side of my blouse length, I'm going to come up by 2 inches and I'll mark. Now I'm going to blend this dart, then we're going to draw the hemline of this blouse. From here I'm going to connect this all the way going to this point, and this is what I have after I'm done connecting. So I went ahead to blend here in and I used my pin to secure it like I said earlier. Now I'm going to go ahead to cut out. So if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to leave your question at the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly go ahead to hit on the subscribe button. Now after cutting this out towards the armhole, I cut out this part, right, because we blended this and it will be meeting at that point. So go ahead to cut out your dart. So I had to like open up the dart at that area before I could blend here out. Then I'll pin it, then go ahead to cut here. Also cut out the darts that I have here. After cutting this out, we are done with the front pattern. Now while looking at this pattern, I felt like at the neckline area it might be too open for me because I don't have much bust, right? My bust is 33.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is just to add little to the neckline. So you can use this, it is still okay. I don't really have much bust, so I don't want there to be open, right? After using my tape to hold it down, I'll just go ahead to blend it out a little, just very little into the neckline this way, and I will go ahead to cut it out. After cutting this out, we'll now go ahead draft out the back pattern of this dress. Now to draft out the back pattern, I marked my shoulder to bust, my shoulder to waist, and then I added 5 inches extra for the blouse length. I'll mark my shoulder divided by 2, then come down by 1 inch. Mark a basic neckline of 3 inches, which I will use to connect, and it will serve as a guide for this pattern. Next is to find your armhole. To do that is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll make a mark and draw out a straight line there. After doing that, whatever measurement you have at your shoulder divided by 2, that is what you will mark. Then place your ruler, connect. So after I'm done connecting, the next step is to work on the lower part. There's no need for an armhole curve because you'll not be needing that for the back. I'll start by marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2, which I'm going to mark all the way to the lower part. Now after marking that, I'm going to place my ruler and I will draw a straight line connecting all the way to the lower part of this pattern. Now after I'm done marking this line, I'll insert a dart intake of 1/2 inch on both sides of my waistline. Then I'll come down by 1 inch from the bust, place my ruler, and I'll connect this. I'll also go ahead to connect this at the other side. After connecting, I want to use a straight dart because there's a possibility that I might go ahead to just blend out my dart and cut out my back pattern as one piece. Or if you want to divide your back into 2 separate pieces, you can do that, right? I'll just go ahead to extend my dart all the way down. Now let's insert my measurements. I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4 and I'll go ahead to add 1/2 inch to it, to my measurement, right? Then here I'll mark my measurement divided by 4, replace the dart, and then add 1/2 inch. Here I'll mark the hip circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace it, then add 1/2 inch for my sewing allowance. After marking this, I'm going to connect my pattern. I'm going to connect from the bust all the way to the chest line, then connect from the waist to the blouse length. Now for the back pattern, I'll come up by 2 inches just like I did for that of the front. And I'll place my ruler and I will connect this all the way to the end. Now after I'm done connecting, this is what I have. Now let's work on the upper part of this pattern. Here I'll come down by 1/2 inch to avoid the lacing from popping up, and I'll extend it to the chest line. Next step is to mark my lacing. I'll go ahead to mark 1.5 inches all the way and I will connect. You can also use 2 inches if you want. I'll make a mark to indicate that I have a lacing there. Now after marking that, I'll blend out this dart. If you blend it out, you have one piece for the back. You can equally go ahead to cut it out and then join it back when sewing. So join us in our next video where I'll be sewing this pattern. So if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead to hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and join us in our next video. Thanks.